jail, but lonely campaigns. So I guess I head back to the house and take a bath and bleach. Quarantine, quarantine, drinking whiskey like vaccine. Waving at the neighbors, social distancing. Quarantine, quarantine, wearing Lysol like sunscreen. Quarantine, quarantine, oh lonesome quarantine. All my anti-buds are reaching out to me. I know your freezer stays stocked up. Can I get some fresh deer meat? But I hope your family's well. Hope them hands are clean. Any chance that you might have an extra AR-15? Quarantine, quarantine, drinking whiskey like vaccine. Waving at the neighbors, social distancing. Quarantine, quarantine, wearing Lysol like sunscreen. Quarantine, quarantine, oh lonesome quarantine. Cheers. Cheers.
You almost cheered without, you almost drank without cheering me. Yeah,
Shout out to the heroes fighting this disease. It's time to come together now as one society. But wait a minute.
Whoa, stop. I meant that in like a metaphorical sense.
There we go. Hey guys.
Hi guys. So the video for that song is really, really good as well. You can find it under Matt Best and search his video section. And it's called Quarantine by Matt Best and Tim Montana. And it's pretty humorous.
Yeah, there's a lot of...
Is that a word? Humorous?
Yeah. Humorous.
Humorous?
Nowadays. Fuck. Yeah. Thanks for joining in. It's been a long week.
Oh
We're
my
both
gosh.
burned out, man.
I tell you what, this week has probably been the toughest. I can't, you know what, I do know why. Can you find you? Oh wait, right there. No.
You're going to say?
Probably because we stayed up drinking till 11:30 on Sunday night. Didn't eat a thing all day. And so that makes the week start off really rough. Like I had a Henry's, that's what I drank on Sunday. It was like, literally, I'm not even lying to you when I say I probably had 15 of them. From like the time we started at 3 to 11:30. And I had one of those, that's what I started with. I was like, oh hell no, can't do it. So, we're drinking wine tonight.
Sorry. Had a couple beers tonight. It's been a long week, like I said. Christian, hey dude.
We're tired. I think...
Steph said, I ditched the kids. Cheers. Cheers.
Steph. Love you, miss you. Loved our time together.
That was
this week.
awesome. Yeah, Steph and Beth got to have a little FaceTime chat, so that was great.
FaceTime love. But this week has been really hard. It's, oh look, I made a goal.
Stupid.
I moved goal. It's like, I think it's finally hitting, because I was thinking, I was like, why is it so hard? I was like, I'm tired of drinking sparkling waters. I'm tired of drinking wine. I'm tired of drinking gin and tonics. Those are the things I drink. It's not like when we go out, I mix it up any. I just think it's
the environment, right?
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she mentioned it's like just tired of being at your house, right? You know, you're like, holy shit, and we understand. Try and really limit where we go and what we do.
I think that's why Sunday, as bad as it made me feel on Monday and even Tuesday, it was so nice to have like a little bit of a different environment. So we were socially
We're sitting out front.
We sat out front. The neighbors. We know our neighbors. We didn't know them very well, but they did a pop-up tent. Like they had this really cool trailer that on the top it pulls out and it makes a tent for 2 people on top, and then you can put hammocks and stuff on the bottom. And their daughters wanted to camp out, so they put it in their front yard and they popped it up. And Greg was like, "You should come check this out." That was at like 3:30 in the afternoon. Yeah. And little by little, additional houses came out, and I think there ended up being like 8 of us total. Big circle, just hanging out, and just having
like 3 neighbors.
Good conversations.
Yeah.
And so that was refreshing. However, the repercussion of drinking till 11:30 on a Sunday, it just killed me. It's kind of sad and ridiculous now how hard it is. But so yeah, this week A has gone by really fast and B has been mentally taxing.
Yeah, I would say the same. It's just 4 days. It's only, I mean, it's not 4 days, but this week, you know, only being 4 days in,
right.
It's just been kind of weird. It's different. I don't know, something.
Bugs are back.
Bugs are back, yeah. So, but we're still, you know, trying to stay positive. That's really the key.
Yeah.
Is even if we kind of get in a slump, is stay positive.
No, it's gonna pass, and do what you can to break it up, and be honest with yourself. I tried working out today, and I got 30 minutes into probably what I think is one of the most difficult my trainer has made in a long time. And about 30 minutes in, I was like, fuck this, I'm done. I'm done. I'm going downstairs and taking a shower. I'm gonna start drinking.
Exactly. And I mowed the lawn for the first time today.
It looks
the
so
whole backyard.
good.
So it was the first time we were able to open up the whole backyard. I'll post a video of it later. I got it with the dogs running.
Since like February, what did we decide? February 8th. We finally have a whole. The pups are so happy.
Yeah. So we had a fence going down so each side could grow. So just kind of a little insight there. We put in 5 pallets or 6 pallets of grass in the backyard. So it was one of those things that it was kind of cool just to see. And it was enjoyable to see them. You know, just
my dad came over for dinner.
Yeah, her father came over.
So we're one of 2 places he gets to go.
Mm-hmm.
My brother's and then my house. We really try to limit it. So he came over, brought some great barbecue.
Yeah, new barbecue place down if you're in San Antonio. Down on
Bandera by the big Walmart over there. It's called Denny's Place. It's a food truck. It's like German all of a sudden. It's a food truck. So yeah, it was really delicious.
So it was good. Yeah, it was good though. Yeah, so as everybody else is probably just mentally burnt, we're kind of in the same boat, but we're trying to highlight some of the fun shit.
It was hard. Shit. Like he was like, "What do you want to talk about?" I was like, I got nothing for you, bro.
Yeah, I try and come up with some shit.
I got nothing fancy, nothing thrilled my fancy this week.
I think we were out of shit to talk about.
Which is weird because I'm a complete talker. Like I can talk about anything. And
but we came up with some stuff.
We did. You put a little alcohol in me, I get going a little bit more.
So she had a, what was that? She had a seltzer and she was like, no, switch me to wine. Yeah. Switch me to wine. There's still people out walking their dogs.
And I'm using my Fiesta cup. I got this last Fiesta.
Fiesta
this week is Fiesta. And it says Viva Vino, and I got it at a Fiesta party last year. This was my prize that I got. So, Viva Vino.
Dina's watching. Hi, Dina.
Dina.
How you doing?
Hi.
Brenna said, Bethy, I'm drinking red wine too. P.S.
Cheers.
Bunny mask is terrifying. That's why I put it there. I just put that thing there.
Do you know, like, I looked at, it took him like 5 minutes to find a place to hang, and I was like, this is ridiculous. Why do you, and we have this really scary clown he was picking up. I was like, put it down. Do not bring that over. I'm done. But,
So random shit of the week. Okay, so real quick, it's kind of funny. I was like, we need sponsors. We don't have any sponsors. Course, but we're self-sponsored, really, right? But
we sponsor them.
we pay for it. So I was like, Grape Creek, brought to you by Coors Light
and Grape Creek.
No. So if that old lady, did you guys see the video where the old lady got like,
she was
inside of her house?
Had the thing need more Coors Light, and they shipped her like
10 cases of beer.
Something ridiculous.
Like, they can just bring that.
She's
over.
like 75 years old. I need to. Why aren't I that brilliant to be like, need more?
And then she had a follow-up video. It's
I hadn't seen
rated
that.
R, okay. So, but it's sweet because she's old. But she was holding a vibrator, and she said Energizer out of batteries.
So, no, I had not seen that one.
I'm hoping that was a like somebody Photoshop the shit out of it.
No.
But she looked like she had a good sense of humor.
Women have needs regardless of age.
So it was pretty good though.
Just saying.
All right.
The other random one was it was sweet. This morning they were talking about it. It was really sweet because the newscast lady started to like get so choked up she almost couldn't tell the story. But there was a dad here in San Antonio. I think it was in San Antonio.
Okay.
Don't hold me to that. But there was a dad that threw a prom for his daughter because his daughter had been down these last few days because this weekend was supposed to be prom, or last weekend was supposed to be prom.
Okay.
So he ordered, look, I'm going to get teary too. He ordered her a dress.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, got her a dress.
Decorated the house. Put up strobe lights, did the whole thing, did it
music
in the garage, music going, and she had her prom. It was sweet.
Did she have she got her flowers, corsage, is that what it's called?
He did it like a date would do it. It was sweet.
So he was her date, though?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah. That's sweet.
Yeah, that's really cute. All right. Let's see. All right.
I cry if people cry, so that wasn't me crying. That was me thinking about the woman.
Dude,
crying.
is anybody more emotional this week? Like, I don't know. But I was... Okay, so...
Please share.
Gonna be ridiculous. I was on my way back from the ranch last week. So real quick, we'll go... That's one of the topics. We're gonna skip along our list. But I was on the way back from the ranch. And it was the Air Force...
Much gray hair.
I know, dude. Oh, that's another fucking story. My clippers.
I know. But so you're on the way back from the
I got
ranch.
a divot in my head. Like an actual cut. But I was on the way back from the ranch, and it was the Air Force Academy's graduation.
Oh.
So, there's been several military academy. There was several military, but they moved the Air Force Academy's graduation up, I think, like 6 weeks.
Wow.
Early, and it's the first time or second time, something like that. Second or third time. I keep going 1, 2, 3, but I think it's the second or third time in the history of the Air Force Academy that they've moved it up. The first one was like World War I, World War II, and then now.
Wow.
Right? And if you think about that, how many conflicts and everything else we've been in.
That this was so monumental that it
but
required
it was the really the moving part is none of their family could be there for that.
Oh, because they're still there, right?
They're graduating this year, and it's
are
just
they
simply
still
amazing.
on campus? Like they still all had to stay there? Were they like
They were
quarantined to
well,
campus?
they were
or?
on campus, and they're going through their they're military. They're going through their graduation, right?
All right.
But they had to walk in 8 feet apart.
Oh, okay.
And then be seated 6 feet apart. But every time, and I know you guys are commenting, and I'll get to that in just a second.
You want me to look at
But what it really got to me was just every time somebody would say like class of 2020, they would all go woo, and it was just
Brenda.
this solidarity that that
kids
group had
yeah.
was absolutely amazing, and it was moving.
Yeah.
Right? Knowing that their families couldn't be there, but they're all watching. If that is such a...
Well, and then...
Sorry, I've got an
get
itchy
emotional.
nose.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, I'm driving by myself for like 100 miles, right? Because the ranch is a ways out. And you're just thinking to yourself, you're like, those kids have gone through, 4 years of school. I mean, and they've devoted...
yes, especially, but that's a lot of college kids, especially if you think about...
They still got to have their graduation
right.
on campus.
Right.
And and I agree with that 100%. But these kids are locked into serving the military for the next 4 to 6 or 8 years. There's a little bit different.
But I will tell you that it's because the other day when I...
But it moved me, and maybe it was the only time I heard that.
It made you a little
like
teary-eyed? Like, did you like...
Oh yeah, dude, I'm driving down the highway, like, holy shit, got...
It's a bug in my eye.
There's a bug. The windows are up. I got my mask. No, I'm just kidding.
When I went for my walk on Monday, because I knew I was not going to be able to do workout the way I felt, so I decided to go for a walk in 92-degree weather and just detox naturally. I did see a really cool, apparently somebody had twins, and they were like class of 2020, and their names on them, and they were like, your parents are so proud of you, and I was like, oh, this is really hard for all those guys that just kind of got robbed,
It absolutely
it's such a big part of your transition to adulthood. I mean, it's not full adulthood because let's face it, most of us are still idiots in college. But it's a big transition to go from that.
Well, not you.
Me, you had to work and pay for your own school.
Yeah.
I was full on idiot with 2 of the greatest roommates ever.
Yeah.
Dana and Lee.
Yeah, but Brennan, like you said, they made it work absolutely.
Yeah, but so yeah, this has been a little bit of more of an emotional week. You went for a bike ride for the first time in...
I did. A year and a half. Our bikes have been in the garage or in the shed in the back.
Now they're
hanging up right here.
They're in a proper position.
Easy place to grab them now.
He says I could even do it if he's not here. I should be able to
Yeah, they're hanging up on the right there.
They were all 4 tires were flat.
Yep. So I had to replace and I replaced 3. Not intentionally.
3 of the tubes.
2 originally, and then there was a big old thorn, thanks to Phoenix, still in it.
That you missed the first go round.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, but I went on a little bike ride around our neighborhood.
The wind blowing in your hair.
Absolutely, it was
Not
amazing.
Really. Maybe in your leg hair. You got more hair on your legs than on your head, so.
So I was gonna say, I brought up.
Oh yeah.
In times of trial and whatever we're in, tribulation, shit goes wrong, right? Coffee pots died.
Oh yeah.
Coffee pot died.
Thank goodness he has a French press.
We got a
because
French press.
I would probably be dead by now because he would have
Yep.
murdered me.
Coffee pot died. My clippers decided that they wanted to chew on my head as I was trimming my hair. And then it just jacked me
It got
up.
you here and it got you on the back
Yeah,
of your
give me
neck. The back of your neck
or
wasn't
back
nearly
moment,
as...
yeah.
The back of your neck was more like irritation, but that one was a full-on... I was like, you have a hole in your head. And he was
It
like, yeah, my
terrible.
clippers. I threw
So
them
anyway,
away.
it's funny. Sorry, there's bugs out here. They're driving me crazy. Texas.
Bug season.
Yeah, so just dumb shit's happening to us. So that's kind of the other couple things we chat about. You know, one of the things that's, I don't know if you guys are noticing it, and if you're one of them, hey,
No
you
disrespect.
do you, right? That's totally
But
fine.
we're just going to talk honestly about what we think about it.
But dude, if you're rolling in your car
By yourself.
your
Windows rolled
are
up.
up, and you have a mask on,
I mean, I get it.
What
Maybe
the
if
fuck?
you're going through a drive-through, then I could understand. But maybe you put it on after you order. Like, literally, I was in
no, the
line
dude
for
looked like
tacos.
the guy I drove by looked like he was like.
Or if you were
going
on the
to an
road,
Antifa convention.
if you were on the road, mine at least was in the drive-through, and he was going to order food, but he was like 5 cars away from the window, and I was like, why? What are you?
I don't understand. I don't know.
Maybe the only other thing I can think is maybe somebody else uses that car.
I don't.
But
I don't know.
I don't know.
It was kind of
just
funny. The dude I saw,
makes no
I was
sense
like,
to me.
it was
I
kind
mean,
of.
I hate.
I
when-
got. Oh shit! Here. So okay.
Damn.
I went through the Starbucks drive-thru.
Oh yeah. Well.
I was grumpy yesterday morning. It was
Oh,
gray weather. I got.
I commented something about the toilet handle, and he
Okay.
and I was like, all right.
The toilet handle gets stuck down. She knows. You know.
It's
Just
like
kidding.
1 out of your 10 times. First of all,
Flick it up. I have to do the same thing. It's no big deal, right? But it was first day in the morning. I was grumpy. I go to Starbucks after I log
that makes
in.
me
do
need
all
more wine.
that.
He was such a dick.
So I roll through the Starbucks, and you know it's however many feet away in my car. She's got her mask on. The girl yells at me. I'm like in my car, and maybe I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, tell me. I don't give a shit.
No, there's no right and there's no wrong.
But
It's opinion.
she's like,
right?
you need to be wearing your mask. No, she didn't say it like that. She
said it very politely.
Yeah, because Starbucks. people
Everybody
are
at the
polite.
Starbucks knows Greg, and they know our dogs because that's how often he goes. And he had
Yeah.
no idea who this girl was. And I was like, "Is it because she was masked?" He was like, "Nope."
Yeah,
I
didn't
still know
this
the people
person.
I know from this point. I was like,
Yeah.
"Okay,
But I was like, I'm in my car.
I'm more than 6 feet away from you. It's fine."
I was irritated. But anyway, it's kind of, I mean, it's like, holy shit. Right?
Girl.
We're out in the middle of nowhere, kind of.
Yeah.
It's kind of, I mean, we don't live downtown
I mean,
or some shit
it's
like
so hard to know how to react because it depends on which media source you're watching. It's horrible. It's not horrible. It's horrible. It's not horrible.
that. Regardless, whatever,
Like,
you know.
you
Now,
know.
if I go into the store, I wear my
He
little
did
face
when he
mask
goes out
and-
of his car and he's around people.
Yeah, of
He's
course.
wearing his face
I'm
mask.
trying to be
but
respectful, but yeah, it was a little much, you know, that in my car just grabbing my coffee, you know, show the phone like that, they scan it, you grab your coffee, your
Oh, they
bail
had
out.
to take my phone in last time, and I didn't even freak out about that. I was like,
Did
don't
you watch this
I
thing?
did. I came home and immediately wiped it down with Clorox wipes. That's
Ugh.
probably why you saw me doing it on... What day did I go get tacos?
You've only been out once.
Was it Monday or
I've been out
Tuesday?
one time this week.
This week. That's probably what's wrong with me. I probably need to go like CVS and buy like hair gel and makeup,
Hair gel?
and lip gloss.
You're gonna buy
and
hair gel?
Perhaps.
This is the 80s.
Better if I say mousse or defrizz.
She
or
needs
anti-frizz.
defrizzer. Holy shit!
Shut up.
Humidity hit. You see this? I could borrow some. It's not funny. It's true though. All right.
All right, so real quick, so you guys probably saw, if you follow me on Facebook, if you don't, sorry, that I was super excited about a package this week. My
yeah.
friend Theta,
2 packages this week. Steph.
oh yes, no, stuff was last week.
But we got it this week.
No, we got
And-
it last week.
Did we get it last
We
week?
got it
Okay.
last week.
We got both.
So yes, Steph did send, so when we do our FaceTimes, some little mixers for our beverages, which was awesome. But I put a picture of a package, and it was Beauty Counter. Theta's a Beauty Counter manager, and she sent
Is that
me
the
these
name of the
great-
company?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like it's a one company that sells a few different things, and she sent me beauty counter stuff. What'd she say?
She said 2 packages. How you have a competitor?
No, honey, you have no competition. I promise.
It's whoever sends us the best gift. No, I'm just kidding.
So thank you, Theta, for
Ian?
those wonderful
Neighbor Ian's watching.
those wonderful samples. Can't wait to try them. I haven't tried them yet.
Just kind of going back through some of the comments, kind of funny. Josh said, "I sleep in my mask. Is that wrong?" I don't know. You do you, bro.
You do you. If your wife appreciates
If it's
it.
one of those, is it a CPAP where you're like?
No, those are quiet. That's the whole reason
No,
why you
it's
wear a
so you
CPAP.
don't like snore the shit out of
Yeah.
everybody, right, in the house. I do not.
You do.
I've got video.
No, I can tell you.
I've
a
actually
CPAP.
got audio of her. I'll post that shit. Don't.
Now that my
Don't
allergies are
test
good,
me,
and that
I'll
was like a
post
year
it.
ago. Don't test you, bitch. I'll kick you. So, anyways, something else I wanted to talk about.
Steph.
What'd you say?
I'm not. You guys read it. No, you read it for yourselves, kids.
I want to read it. You can't do
Nope.
that and be like, nope. That's like, hey, I gotta tell you something. Never mind.
Yeah, you can go
I
back.
will
and
murder
look.
a bitch.
Oh, by the way, Beth cannot watch these.
Oh, I
again,
don't watch these.
So I watch the whole thing.
I don't
through
watch them. I don't like
and
my voice.
And then I critique her.
I don't watch.
I don't really.
He doesn't say it out loud. I don't like my voice, and then all I do is critique myself.
Yeah, so I go through and put them out on.
Nope,
I
nope,
created a Facebook
Won't do it.
channel
Can't make
just
me.
to drop them on, so it's kind of funny.
So the other thing,
What?
oh, my balls rolled out.
Her balls rolled away. Wait a minute.
There's one. Okay, sorry. So I don't know about you guys, but like I'm starting to get weird pains and cricks. I think from sitting in the same position, either at my desk with a weird chair or binge watching TV.
Sitting on a couch is not healthy.
No, but what is it? It's your myofasciitis. I don't.
Myofascial. Who's on here that knows shit about like bones and stuff?
It's not bones, babe. It's a layer that goes between.
Joints?
It's not even joints. It's like a layer that goes between your skin and your muscles. I don't. It's a whole scientific thing.
Myofascia.
Something like that. But there's this. I again on the Hallmark Channel. I watch Home and Family, and then a lady on there talking about her book called Melt Method. I don't know
Okay.
why I did that because it's a real book.
Melt.
But
So it's not really true. It's just bullshit.
bounce this off your head.
Does she
But,
do that? We have the melt method. It's kind of like goopy.
It's all about like getting like racquetballs and foam rollers and things to roll like certain areas, like your feet,
Like, she's
your
got a
hands.
bunch of issues with her
I've got some
tennis
tendonitis going on because I tried to do something with an 80-pound weight that I didn't know what I was doing and
jacked yourself
jacked myself up, and it won't go away. So I decided that I was going to start like researching this, and I downloaded the book, and it's supposed to be amazing for you because it's what keeps you from getting injured.
Okay.
It also helps with your balance. It helps with a lot of those like things that tend to disappear as you get older. My dad's
do you mean?
85 years old and he has absolutely no balance, and that
Okay.
this helps with that because it helps your body relax so that you're not tense in one hip and loose in the other hip,
I
and so
follow.
now your balance is off. So
Okay.
if you guys are looking for something because you are also feeling these horrible
She gets knots at this point. Yeah.
in my right in my traps, like
Yeah.
my traps and my shoulders, it's like all connected. And what I found out from when this has happened before and from physical therapy, what's the chick's name in Phoenix? It's
Bernadette.
Bernadette.
If you can get into Bernadette
Don't
in the
say where.
Phoenix office,
Amazing. But
Needle.
she was
Dry
the one.
needling.
She was the one that said literally it stems. It's almost like a domino effect. So
Yeah,
but I
has
just wanted to
this
share
long-
because it's amazing.
Monica's on. Mark Madera said it's all about pliability. Absolutely. He
Oh,
works-
absolutely.
Yeah, he works here. Yeah, absolutely.
And I have none, which is really weird because I grew up as a ballerina. I was on dance team. I could like kick my feet over my head, and now I'm like, I can't.
Well,
I
it's
can't
just
do
that
it.
in sitting around, and we're. I'm thankful we're able to do as much workout that we can.
Yeah.
And we have but she sucks at stretching. She just doesn't do it. She'll do it for like 10 seconds. Be
When
like,
I'm
good.
done working out, I want to be done, and that's such another step.
But that's part of the
But
workout.
it is. But
So you add 5 minutes
Is
on
it?
of like touching
Is it really
your
part of the
toes.
workout?
Yes, it is.
I mean, it should be. Bugs. I'm not crazy.
You okay?
So, let's talk about
Monica's on. Hey, Monica.
Monica.
Hey, so sorry to hear
Oh,
about
your
Ginger.
puppy.
Yeah. Oh, that's terrible.
That broke our heart. We
Yeah.
were sad.
It was. I'm very happy that Bomber got to hang out with. That was his right time, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
With Ginger. Yeah. Love you. Sorry about that.
So, Brenna will appreciate this. I don't know,
Okay.
Brenna, if you've been keeping up with Scared to Death, but like
real quick backstory. Scared to Death is what?
It is a podcast that tells like he tells legends and folklore, like scary legends and folklore, and he tries to find stories that are either like so old you can't tell if they're real or not, or if they are actual things that people have, like the house in London, you know, that stuff.
So we brought it up just real quick. We brought it up a couple times. It's Bad Magic
and I hadn't watched it in a while.
But there's another one that's called Time Suck, and if you want like a 2.5 hour historical,
it's way too long,
kind of deep dive, that one. But this one's with
I liked how today's
with him and his wife.
He was like, for Time Suck, I want you to be like doubtful and questioning and using your reason. For this, I just want you to appreciate it for the story it is, because it may or may not be real.
It literally is like a ghost story.
It totally is a ghost story.
Family friend.
And we started watching it on YouTube, because they record it and you can watch it on YouTube, which for some reason for me makes it even scarier because I can see all the reactions. But this one was a doppelganger story that happened in Seabrook.
So
that's fucked
Seabrook,
up,
New Hampshire, like where I grew up, is Hampton, New Hampshire, and it's a couple towns over. So you have Hampton, Hampton Falls, and then Seabrook. That's where a lot of my family's at, or my cousins, families, and stuff like that are from Seabrook. So he was
listening, and then when they said that in, he did even more. Yeah.
I watched that episode first, and then I told Beth. So this is an actual. So they tell a couple stories, and then Lindsay, his wife,
comes in and tells reader stories.
Like, people that listen her stories
can write in.
That write in. So this particular fucking story, though,
is real.
It's
supposed to be. First of all, it's supposed to be real.
Like I get
like
the
he
chills.
told me
I've got
that,
the
and
chills
I was like,
two or three times
whatever. And then literally, he walked in the room right when
it was
the doppelganger part was happening. I was like,
crazy. So it's called. Which one is it?
It's
She'll See You.
She'll See You is what it's called, because the first story is
She'll See You,
which is also a great Japanese folklore story.
Only one story and then hers. Something like that.
But he has two stories and then she has two stories. But it's
her
called
story is
She'll See You, or She Likes You, or
She Likes You, or something like that.
She Likes You, yeah.
But it's the scariest story out of the entire thing that we listened to it all the way back from Colorado.
This one, this listener's
hours
story was.
It was nuts. So go back. But the reason it kind of really hit home, and because Beth goes, do you think people are just like good writers write stories?
Do you think they're writers? Like, did this really happen, or is this what they're
Dave
trying to
Hersey's
publish?
on. He said, great story, very real. So he's the Seabrook police officer, right?
Yeah.
So we've got a Seabrook cop on, Dave Hersey, right now. And I had never heard that story before. I think it's relatively new, right?
It happened, this year was the 13th anniversary of when it happened. So
that would have been like 7.
Yeah, so
something
it's
like
fairly
that. So I was already living in Phoenix at that point, so I'd never heard of it.
But it was,
dude, oh man.
If you need a new podcast to listen to and you like scary stuff, this is definitely something you should dabble in.
Out of you.
It's really good.
Yeah, so it was fun. But it kind of made me think, like, I grew up in New Hampshire. You know, I moved there when I was 13. After my brother Chris passed away, we moved back home, right? And there's ghost stories throughout my whole family, right? My aunt owns the Blue Jay Motel down at the beach. Sorry, got a little frog in my throat. The Blue Jay Motel down in Hampton Beach, and you know they have their own stories because it's part of the land, it's part of the area and stuff like that. It's very, very old.
The city was there's so much history in that part of the state. Part of the nation.
1700s, right?
Yeah.
So you go back and you start looking at the history of New England. That's where a lot of this shit comes from.
Well, if you ever watch any of the like paranormal crap on Travel Channel, it's all like. Literally from like South Carolina up through
it's where
that part of the nation is just like wicked haunted.
It's just, and a lot of it might be residual. So I'll tell a real quick one. So this is a fun one. So we lived in North Carolina.
Okay. My
mom worked for the Easter Seal Society.
Okay.
In Raleigh, North Carolina. We lived just kind of in Raleigh, but just on the outskirts. So this is old school. Like I was probably 9 or 10 when this happened.
Okay.
So my brother Joe was there, Chris was there, my dad was there, and my dad was out of town. My mom worked at that Easter Seals place.
Okay.
Right? And it was a really old Civil War era building. And you go there and it's like
I don't know this story.
Right? Well, she would come home, and they always goofed around about there being a ghost at that place, right? And they thought it was somebody that was in the Civil War. And so they would, like the alarm, they'd set the alarm, they'd leave the building, the alarm would go back off. They'd go back in, there'd be a door open. They'd close the door, set the alarm, go back out. The same thing. Those types of things would happen. Well, my mom always thought that ghost followed her home, right?
Oh, maybe I do know this
story. So the creepy part about it was that...
Is this a pea story?
We lived... Yeah, this is the pea story. So there was we lived in, what is it, tri-level, like the first floor is kind of like semi-basement, second floor, third floor, like kitchen, living room, third floor, like...
Bedrooms.
Bedrooms and a, kind of that thing. Well, my brother Chris was in the basement next to the family room, and then we were upstairs. And my brother Joe, one time...
Make it fast.
I know, I'm trying. He had somebody come up. He had long fucking hair, right? He was a skater. Long Christian Slater hair, right? Like, somebody went like... He was laying like this, and somebody dragged their hand through his hair, right? The same night...
Is when your mom felt
my dad was out of town, and we had like a Jack and Jill bathroom in from the hall over into my mom's room.
Man.
My mom heard somebody go into the restroom in the bathroom, but she said it was like a grown man. We were little kids at that point.
Well, she felt somebody get out of bed first.
No, she felt somebody get
in bed. Okay, I got it back.
After they went to the restroom and got in bed, and she thought it was my dad.
Be running around tonight with a taser in my hand.
She thought it was my dad and reached over, and there was nobody there, right? Ooh. That type of crap happens, and then if you talk to like my aunts and uncles up in New England, it's just the East Coast, right? It was just kind of, I've had shit happen to me. It's just kind of it's a fun thing to kind of research and to kind of...
Dave said Mount Washington Hotel, room 314. Sends chills on that story. Very real haunt.
Yeah.
And he said he lives for this stuff. You're not alone.
It's fun. We watch all the ghost stories.
And then remember Gates of Hell.
Oh, yeah. Gates of Hell out in Newburyport. Yeah. Remember we used to go out there?
I owe you a cheers,
We used to take
Tara.
coolers of beer out there and roll around at the Gates of Hell. It's Newburyport. Yeah. It was like a park or a cemetery.
Steph said anyone goes to Portland, they have ghost tours and Shanghai tunnels. Oh, that looks amazing. That was on Ghost Adventures, remember? And is that where they had all the people that died and their bodies? No, I don't know.
Well, they probably had a fire or something like that, and then So yeah, awesome. I mean, it's just I've got tons of ghost stories about.
So totally. So as we start to wrap up, though, this week's drama.
Okay.
On our neighborhood Facebook page.
It was funny. I was trolling the shit out of him.
So he even IM'd me because I was in a meeting. He was like, IM'd me. He's like, oh my gosh, you have got to go to the Cedar Springs website or post page and check out the pedestrian versus vehicle debate that's going on. I was like, what? I mean, these women... And it was clearly 2, maybe 3 women.
They were just going back for.
Oh, so this is are you insulting my integrity?
No. Let's give it background. So this is the problem.
Good.
So people are walking all around the fucking neighborhood, right? They're just walking everywhere.
Everybody's a drama queen. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Let's start with that.
People are like getting like super out of the way of other people to socially distance
themselves. So there's 4 people that are a group of people that don't need to be 6 feet apart, and so they're trying to stay away from people they don't know 6 feet apart. So now they're 10 feet apart. And they're in the middle of the fucking road.
Right? So and then somebody drives by and happens to come semi-close.
Right.
And somebody posts, those drivers need to be paying attention to us. So I was like...
Oh, and it literally was like, or maybe people should be using the sidewalks. I mean, it went on and on. And I mean, I was reading it going, oh my gosh, this is so good.
So
and then
that's where you immediately dropped the Michael Jackson with the popcorn meme.
And then so after he did that meme, he was like, this is so good. And he literally said, this is so good. And some other guy put something else about this is kind of like the NFL draft, or it was great comedy for the day.
It's pretty much. I'm pretty certain we're gonna have like a little turf war.
Be a gang fight. Streets versus or peds versus vehicles.
Peds versus. But what was the old movie I was trying to think?
Outsiders.
The Outsiders.
It's been on every channel for like the last. Socials versus the Greasers.
Greasers, yeah.
Had every hot boy in the at
Yeah, I just
that
couldn't remember the name
decade,
of
it had every hot boy
It
in
was
it that
awesome.
could be hot.
Yeah, I was
Tom
very
C.
excited
Howell,
about
Tom
that.
Cruise. I mean, every man that was
Like,
anything in that
these
decade
ladies
was in there.
were tearing into each other.
And then it was funny because they began to realize they were doing that, so then they tried to be
Thanks, Tara.
politely insulting each other. It was really funny, but
Yeah, it was awesome. We're just,
it's just funny.
yeah,
It's funny to
neighborhood
try to
dynamics,
watch
I guess.
people be politically correct and insulting at the same time because they don't go together whatsoever.
So you just gotta laugh
So then
at
it's just kind of a
it,
bigger
right?
mess.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
I think that's all we had today.
Yeah, that's what we got for tonight. It's Thursday. Holy shit.
Fast week.
Yeah, fast week. It's going
If you
by
feel like
quickly.
I feel this week, you're not alone.
Cheers. So a couple things. Just thanks again. Thanks Theta for sending
Yes,
her
thank you,
stuff.
Theta.
Beauty counter thing.
Giving me something to look
Thanks
forward
Steph
to.
for sending
Thank
the
you,
little
Steph, for
drinky
giving me
things.
something to look
It was
forward
awesome.
to. I need looking forward stuff. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Greg, get me something to look forward to.
I got you
Keep it-
Reese's ice
I
cream.
know, you did tonight.
I got her ice cream tonight. So, again, always thank small businesses, support those guys. We try and support everyone we can around here. Thanks to everyone, front lines, military. You know, last couple of times I haven't really mentioned that too much, but we still definitely got to
They're
mention.
our biggest.
It's like first
they're our biggest
responders,
front
yeah,
line,
but
yeah.
military, we definitely need to make sure that they are
Military and first responders.
Yeah,
I mean, they deserve all the respect
absolutely,
and
right.
and
And first
thanks that we got.
responders is a whole bunch of people. You know, we're talking.
And then we got
ER
to think
and
about
else.
everybody in the industry that's keeping everything open for us.
Right,
So,
absolutely. And then, as Beth likes to say,
but share a square.
so you guys have a good night. Have a great weekend. Hey, don't forget,
Cheers.
tonight's the fucking stupid-ass virtual draft.
Oh,
See how
isn't
that
it almost
goes.
over by now?
I think New England had pick number 22.
They're going to suck so bad now this next football
Shit.
season.
And that's how we're going to end that. Have a good night. Love you.